with blackface and the Covington story and stuff. What are your thoughts on all of this?
Well, I mean, I'm rarely ever surprised by stories that pop up like this, and I think it's very interesting when other Canadians are surprised by the type of racism that exists in Canada. My thoughts on it are that it's what can I say? I mean, I think these things are amplified by the times that we live in, by the existence of social media, and it's always existed. It just may seem more prevalent now because we're hearing about it more often. But my real thoughts are that, in terms of what I want people to know about how I think most Black people feel about these things, is that we're tired. It's exhausting. And if you're tired about hearing about racism, we're tired of experiencing it.
How can that, because I know how like it's offending, right? So how can they fix that instead of just trying to say, oh, it was back then, it was like I was young and stuff like that?
I think that, you know, sure, being young is part of it. But I think that instead of dismissing it as something you did when you were young, instead you could own it and say, yeah, I was young and I didn't know better, but now I do. And here are the reasons why I understand that was wrong. Simple.
Okay. And so with social media, do you think that they tend to help or hinder the situation? Like when something comes up that, oh, this happened, like for example, the blackface scandal, and then social media starts commenting on it. Like, do you think they're helping or hindering it?
I think both. I think social media helps because it helps to, it's a more direct medium for people to speak their truth. But it also hurts because we end up in this, you know, combat field, I guess, in a way, where no one is really actually listening to each other, but we're just want the last word and we want to be right. So instead of seeking understanding, we're just seeking righteousness.